Okay, so we're going to have a look at multiplying and dividing negative numbers now. And I like to use this thing I call the sleepy face. Alright, so it's got two negative signs as the eyes and for some reason a plus sign for the mouth. We don't question it, we're just going to go with that. Okay? So if I want to work out the answer to a multiplication or a division, the trick is just work it out and pretend there isn't any negatives there. Okay? So I've got -6 times 2. Forget the negative, just work out what 6 times 2 is. So we should know that that's 12. And now I've got to decide, is my answer going to be positive or is it going to be negative? So what we're going to do is I'll look at the number 6 here and it's got a negative sign, so it must be negative. So I'm going to cover that up in my face. I've got the number 2 here. Now it doesn't have a negative in front of it, so that must mean it's positive. So I'm going to cover that up as well. And whatever I'm left with in the face, so in this case a takeaway sign or a negative sign, it must mean that my answer is whatever's left over, so negative. So in this case my answer will be -12. Alright. If I've got 25 divided by -5, don't worry about that negative and just think, right, what's 25 divided by 5? So that's 5. Again, go back to the sleepy face. So 25 is a positive number because there's not a negative in front of it. So we can cover that up. 5 is a negative because it's got a negative sign in it. We cover that up. And again, I'm left with a negative sign left over. So my answer here is -5. Okay, so question 3. I've got -12 times -3. Ignore the negatives. What is 12 times 3? So that's 36. Alright, so 12 here is a negative number, so I'm going to cover up one of my negative signs. 3 is also a negative number, so I'm going to cover up the other one as well. So that tells me my answer is positive. Now you can write plus 36 if you want, it doesn't make it wrong, but it's simpler to just not have anything there at all, and we still know that it's positive. Okay, so next one, -8 divided by -2. So forget the negatives, just work out 8 divided by 2. So that's 4. -8 is a negative, cover that up. -2 is a negative, cover that up. So my answer is +4. So I can just leave it as 4. Okay, number 5. 5 times -3. So just work out 5 times 3 and forget the negatives. So that's 15. 5 is a positive number, cover that up. 3 is a negative number, cover that up. Left with a negative, so my answer must be -15. Alright, I've pushed this last one a wee bit. So I've got -3 times 4, and it's written as a fraction, so it's all over -6. Fractions are just divisions. That line means divide. And if you think of it, if I've got a fraction symbol, I've got a number on the top and a number on the bottom, looks like a divide. So I'm just going to work out the top. So I'm going to work out what -3 times 4 is. So I know that 3 times 4 is 12. I've got -3, +4, so I've got negative, so it's -12, and that's still -6 on the bottom because there wasn't a calculation to do there. And this just means -12 divided by -6. So I know that 12 divided by 6 is 2. I've got a negative there and a negative there, so my answer is positive. So I'm just going to leave it as 2.